Catherine, Princess of Wales, had an awkward moment during her visit to the Hayes Muslim Centre in London alongside her husband, Prince William. The royal couple visited the centre to hear about the community's efforts to raise funds for those affected by the recent earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. As they were introduced to various leaders on arrival, including Imam Sufyan Iqbal, Prince William shook hands with each leader in turn, and one of them reached out to shake hands with the princess. However, when Catherine reached out to shake hands with Iman Sufyan, he instead withdrew his hand, pressed it to his heart and bowed his head. As a master of navigating every situation with aplomb, the princess deftly withdrew her hand, mirrored his gestures by bowing her own head and smiling as she greeted him. This form of greeting is considered a polite way for a man to greet a woman in some Muslim traditions. According to some codes of conduct, a man and a woman will not shake hands unless the woman extends her hand out first, and the man is willing to reciprocate the gesture. Others describe the idea of making physical contact with a woman who isn't his wife or a very close relative a haram, the Arabic word for a sin. The incident involving the Princess of Wales is not an isolated one. Queen Lizita of Spain recently experienced a similar situation when welcoming the Iranian ambassador to the Royal Palace of Madrid. He shook hands with King Philippe, but instead bowed his head to the Queen and placed two hands over his heart. For the engagement, the couple removed their shoes and Catherine covered her head with a scarf, a black and white veil by Pakistani brand Elan, which is part of a set worn by the mother of three when she visited the country in 2019, as a mark of respect. The couple also met with representatives from the centre who have raised over £25,000 for the Turkey-Syria earthquake appeal through bucket collections and other donations after prayers. During the engagement, the royal couple met with aid workers who have recently returned from the crisis zone in Turkey, who described desperate scenes of rescuers trying to free trapped people with just hammers. Catherine said, "It's sad that there's a need to do funding. It's amazing there are communities like this here, raising funds." The couple also joined two pupils from Waldegrave School, Dila Kaya, 14, Lina Altubuki, 15, and their teacher Natasha Rustram to help make an origami crane, a symbol of hope and healing during the challenging times. In addition, the royal couple discussed with aid workers the impact of the disaster on vulnerable groups, such as children and older people, and the importance of the incoming aid that is being provided, including shelter, food, and vital trauma care. Finally, the couple met with other communities who have made considerable efforts to fundraise as part of the appeal. The Turkish Women's Association, an organisation based in Richmond, partnered with a number of Richmond schools to raise more than £10,000 for the appeal with an event at St Stephen's Church Primary School at the end of February. Overall, the royal couple's visit was a significant gesture of support for the community's effort to raise funds for those affected by the recent earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. Catherine's respectful handling of the greeting with Iman Sufyan Iqbal demonstrated her cultural awareness and sensitivity, highlighting the importance of respecting different traditions and beliefs.